Going live. And I'm live. I think I'm live. Am I live? Come on, come on. I have this up on my phone. Is this good? Is it going? It says I'm live, but it also says that resolution isn't that the best. Oh, there we are. Suddenly it just started. Perfect. Okay. Okay. Perfect. I have this pulled up on my phone, so it should be fine now. I'm hoping that this is good. I'm going to also record this so that I can make highlights of the video or of the stream. Well, that's interesting. Huh. Okay. We're still in the starting stages of this, so I'm going to start recording. So I've already started streaming, and so now I need to start recording. Ooh boy, we're live. We are live. This is a little intimidating for me. I haven't done this for a long time, so I don't know if this is going to be good or not. All right, let's see. Let me post some things on social media. And we will officially get started in just a moment. I am live. Control B. That should. Oh, interesting. Okay. I don't know why that didn't really like that. Hold on just a moment. Going to my YouTube channel. That's funny. Gonna go. Let's see. Okay, there we are. Share copy link. And paste. Come on. Ah, perfect. I don't know. I don't know if this is going to work or not. I hope people come and show up. I posted it. Come on. Thank you for posting. Let's see. Come on. Live. Let's just refresh the page, I guess. And I'm going to share it to my own Facebook page. Come join me on my Aspiration tion of dreams YouTube channel where I am live streaming currently. Just stop by for a couple minutes and say hi. Post. There we go. Ooh. I wish I could. Can I edit the title, please? The title has a spelling error. There we go. Save that. I'm sorry, I'm setting things up all right. I'm still setting stuff up as I'm doing this. I wonder if I can change the delay. Maybe not. I don't know. Nope, I can't. But that's okay. It's only like, what, 10 seconds or 20 seconds? So, let's try this. I actually haven't really done much to prepare for this, so I don't know how this is gonna go. Maybe I can look up some St. Patrick's Day, like, things or items. St. Patrick's Day. And just kind of gather some inspiration for what I could draw. Because obviously we have the 4-leaf clovers or 3-leaf clovers. Like, we have the clovers, of course. And now I just want to figure out exactly what I want to draw and how I want to draw it. I was thinking earlier this morning, I thought, what if I did a pot of gold? But I feel like everybody does a pot of gold. I mean, there's not really much for St. Patrick's Day, but we could try just starting, just do that. And we're gonna color this as well, so it's not just drawing. I'm gonna color it as well. There's really not much. Let's see, what if I typed in St. Patrick's Day decorations. See if that works. Yeah, I'm not really getting much of what I'm kind of looking for. I don't want to do a rainbow because I'm not really, that kind of intimidates me. Ooh, I'm liking what I'm seeing on this. I found a picture of they're cute little tiny plastic cauldrons with handles, but they put actual plants in there. I think they're clovers. They actually put clovers in there. I think I like that. I'll kind of take inspiration from that. Oh, and we can do, you know those potted little tree things. I don't know if they're real, but usually they're fake. But they're little pots with a one little tree stem or trunk, and like it's a really thin stem, and then it's just a ball of like leaves, or what I'm looking at right now is like there's like green apples and green flowers kind of things. So I could do that as well, and I could also do a leprechaun hat surrounded by flowers. Okay, I'm starting to gather some ideas here. Not very much, but it's there, it's coming. Okay. Okay, so the ideas that I'm thinking of putting together based on what I've seen so far, I really like the cauldron idea with the 4-leaf clovers, 3 or 4 leaf clovers, and then also doing some tree balls. I don't really know what to call them. And I'm not really totally expecting this to go like really fancy with what you've seen on my channel before, all the fancy kind of stuff, but we can just kind of figure it out as I go, I guess. Yeah, I I think I know what I want to do now. Yeah, I think I've looked enough for inspiration. I really should have done that earlier, but I didn't. So hopefully this will work. Cool. Okay, sounds like we're gonna get some people, which is good. There's just actually a couple things I need to double check really quick about the stream. And then we'll be all set completely. Okay. Well, I made a video last night, and so I need to delete some of the footage I had there because I'm not using it anymore. All right, because I'm gonna collect all of my recordings. I'm gonna start and stop my recordings every once in a while. Perfect. Okay, let's see here. Start recording again. Perfect. I think we're all set. Okay, so to start out with, I probably shouldn't use this paper. I'm gonna have to, well, I guess I don't have to. Okay, I was gonna rip another piece of paper for underneath just in case I used all of the paper on the bottom, like colored all the paper, but I guess we're gonna start. I need to sharpen my pencil. Okay, that's better than it was before. So cauldron that I want to do. Oh, I got an idea. What if we did a cauldron with some gold in it, but then on top of it is a leprechaun hat with a clover or two or something like that. Hey Chris, I see you in the chat. So I think that's. Oh no! What if we did a cauldron surrounded by with clovers on the sides of it, and then inside was gold, maybe, and then on top is a hat, also with a clover. I think that might be good. That might work. All right, start out with a circle for the cauldron, just the general idea, placement idea right there. I think that's pretty good. And then we'll have over here, we'll have just bunches of clovers here. I think that would work. And we might travel a clump up there as well. We'll put the hat right there. I mean, like something like this. So this is just my way of figuring out all the placements in my head, just getting it on paper to know exactly what I'm drawing. I don't know if you guys can see this, but we have a cauldron right here. We have a bunch of clovers on the grass right here and here. And then we have a hat right here. I'm going to try to figure out how I'm going to get the gold aspect into it. I don't know, I might put an engraving of a clover on the pot. Maybe we can add the gold. We'll figure that out when that time comes. Oh yeah, and right down here, just so I don't have to worry about the bottom of the cauldron, we'll put more leaves right there as well. All right. Okay, I forgot it was recording as well. So let's see here. Cauldron goes like this. I think that's about the right height, roughly. And then might not be absolutely perfect, but we're getting there. Let's see here. Then the cauldron also has, because this is a straight shot, I think. So I think we can just pull that off there like that. This is a little bit harder than it looks, honestly. That's a little bit better. Perfect. Because then it will have this kind of lip. Something like that. This is hard. I haven't done a live stream of me drawing for a long time. I really need to get a kneaded eraser so I don't have to worry about these flakes and getting smudges all over my pinky. Yeah, I wanted to do a rainbow, but it'll be a little difficult for me because it'll be harsh edges instead of a smooth, just more light reflecting kind of look. Otherwise, I totally would do that. I don't know. I'm gonna see what happens as we go along, if that makes sense. So I want the hat kind of tilted, honestly. So I think we're gonna go trying to figure out how I want the gold pieces. I didn't actually draw those in. So let's see. They're not gonna be like that. Okay, cool. We'll go like that. There's our gold pieces, clumps right there. So then that will help to give the hat a little bit of that lift and that reveal. Which then means this needs to be just like that. Cool. So let's see here. I am no expert in any of these drawing things. So let's see if I want it slanted. It will have to be let's see here. I don't know. Does that look fine? This is so weird. Hmm. Let's see. Trying to figure this out. I'm not really good with proportions. I think this needs to be straighter. Perfect. I don't know. Should I swoop the hat down? Because if I do that, then that means that we're looking at from the top instead of looking from the bottom of the hat. All right, Chris, see you in a little bit. Okay, let's just move on. Let's see, usually leprechaun hats kind of have this little belt square thing in the center on the top of their hats. I don't know why, but they do. Let me see really quick. I'm gonna look up hats because I could get away with just the square. Okay, usually they have the little belt buckle, the belt thingy. Which is interesting. Why do leprechauns have belts on their hats? It's kind of strange, but okay, cool. You know what? This is actually turning out really well. I'm starting to see the picture. It's really hard to do this. I'm thinking, what if, because the cauldron is cracked a little bit, I can actually maybe add a rainbow. I'm not sure if I want to add a rainbow, but I could add a rainbow. Let's go with the clover. So if we go like that, like that, like that. I think that's pretty good. I think that's pretty decent. I don't know, can you guys see this? Then for the gold pieces, this is actually where it's going to be more tricky to me because I have to think about how I'm going to color this and how I'm going to draw the gold pieces in order to figure out how much detail I'm going to give for this drawing. I could just do these little circles. I mean, who said the gold had to be perfect and circular, if that makes sense? I think we got a good little pile there. Does that work? I hope that works. Oh, hey. There we go. We get the cauldron on the sides, the edges there. So I think that's the way I want it to be. Something like that. I don't know. We'll get this all figured out. I'm actually kind of curious if anybody knows the history of leprechauns or with I mean in relation to St. Patrick's Day. What is and I mean I don't care about the whole pagan belief kind of religion thing. I am honestly curious to know where they got like leprechauns with the true meaning of St. Patrick's Day. Although, yes, it is a fun holiday, you know, St. Patrick's Day, search for leprechauns and catch them, set traps for them that never work because they don't exist. I think this is a fun holiday that really nobody hardly ever celebrates anymore. No one, like, it's hard. They've changed it too because they go, oh, leprechauns are red and blue and pink and purple, and I'm like, no, they're green. And like they were like, if your birthday falls in this month range, then it's going to be your color of leprechaun is blue. And I'm like, no, it's green because that is the true history of leprechauns. Like, where did you get that a leprechaun is blue? Leprechauns are green. It just makes sense that way. So yeah, I'm literally just doing circles for the gold here, which may or may not be seen when I finally do color it in and everything. By the way, please keep in mind, I will be creating a video of this, so I'm actually recording this right now. I'm not just streaming, I'm also recording, so that for those who want to, or who missed the stream but wanted to join the stream, then they can also go watch the highlights, and it'll be compiled into a quick video. I don't know. Does that look good? Does that look normal for the hat? The hat is just on a huge pile of gold. I mean, who said the gold had to be large pieces? Or does this just look like a house? Like a roof? I think I can get away with it. I'll just have to try to define some of the edges of the coins to make it make more sense. Hopefully that makes sense. But I think that's pretty good. I wonder if, because this is kind of overflowing on this side, I wonder if I make a pile of gold right here. Let me get some of the bunches of the clovers on the ground here, and then we'll go from there and see what happens. I'm not worried about details either. I'm just really intimidated by this because this is hard because I haven't ever drawn anything like this before, so I have no idea how this is going to turn out, honestly. What if, I have an idea. I'm going to draw out the shape of each kind of bundle very lightly and go from there and just kind of draw in the, there we go, the clovers as I go. And I want the clovers to kind of climb up the side of the cauldron a little bit. So I think, imagine that this is clovers. I think that could work. And then do I want a pile of gold off to the side here? I'm not sure. I'm not completely sure if I want that or not. Because it definitely needs something on this side for everything to make sense and be proportionate, a little bit more proportionate than it actually is. Let's see. Okay, because it is definitely overflowing on this side. So if coins were falling as the hat lifts, then it would pile up to about here, roughly, because coins bounce. Okay, we need to remember that this is the pile of gold, and all of these other 4 piles are clovers, which I'm going to do, I think, right now. And don't worry, it looks like a mess right now with all the swirls everywhere, all the circles. Those will be erased, those will be toned down, and especially when we start coloring things in, everything will look nicer, cleaner, neater. Like even in the pile of clovers and the pile of gold, the cauldron will not be seen there. So everything just, it'll look a lot better in as we start coloring things in and as we get further along. So I'm thinking, what if I did a pile of clovers Oh, this is gonna take so long. I don't know. Does that look good? I don't know if that's okay or not. Let me look something else up. I want to see kind of more leaves instead of clovers. Okay. What people are creating online are leaves. Okay. It's like even this is technically a leaf. I'm looking at a wreath right now. Okay, let's see. Look, I looked up St. Patrick's Day leaves, so I found actually a real picture of clovers. These are beautiful and wow. I'm gonna look up vines. Oh, I probably shouldn't have done that. Because I'm not getting what I'm looking for exactly. Okay, here we go. Now we're actually getting some real good looking clovers, like real clovers. And leaves. Okay, cool. Wow, so they are literally real plants. Like they are. I'm so used to seeing. Oh, come on, clear up here. I'm so used to seeing different, like a very cookie cutter shape, but these are different. Oh wow, what is it with the clover? Huh? Because these are what I'm used to seeing. That's so cool. I guess maybe it's Irish? Interesting. Okay. Huh. I think I know what I'm going to do now. I'm going to keep that pulled up for a bit. I'm going to take inspiration from what I'm seeing. Real clovers. I haven't ever seen real clovers before. Huh. Okay. So this is the cartoony version of it. And what I'm going to do is draw a little bit more realistic what it actually looks like, what a clover actually looks like. Which is basically, I don't need to have the stem. I can just do kind of like flower petals, basically. I think that could work. Wow. Okay. Hmm. Honestly, this is definitely a lot of practice. It's just practice for me. Yeah, this is a lot. This is just practice. Honestly, they look kind of like butterflies, but we'll color them green and we'll call them four-leaf clovers. How long have I been streaming for? Oh wow, almost an hour. Interesting. I didn't think it was that long. I feel like I've only been here for at least 30 minutes. Sorry, my phone just went off. Hold on. Oh my goodness, all the detail, the things I commit to. There we go. Now I think we're starting to get somewhere. And they're all starting to look that look kind of like popcorn as well. I don't know, if I did flowers like this, it would be time consuming but really easy. Honestly, I'm learning as I do my art. I learn from each process. That one looks a little weird. Hey Chris, welcome back. I don't know what you've seen, but this is what I have so far. This is really time consuming, so I don't expect anybody to really stick around for the whole time. This is going to be a lot of fun to edit too, because this is this is a lot of work. I don't know if it looks like clovers, but this is what my clovers look like for this kind of small details. We're doing 3-leaf clovers too. Not really focused on how this needs to be to look realistic. Honestly, Chris, that's what a lot of people tell me, and I'm like, no, really, like, this is awful. Oh my goodness, this whole row right here is literally just the same, like, direction. I'm trying to switch it up. Just a little difficult to do that. Ooh, that's a little bit better of a clover there. There we go, now we're getting there. Honestly, if I had to draw artwork for any writing project, I would not do so well. Like I am not. I hate. I cannot draw things that I'm writing about. I have I have to be able to just let that be my paper, just what I'm drawing be my paper because I've done it before in school and it just doesn't look very good. Okay, that'll be great. I'll take a look at that. And since I'm live, you get some personal one-on-one kind of advice, if that makes sense. There we go. We're getting some good clovers here. So I was literally just informed by my managers at my actual workplace that we are closed for this week. So I don't have a job for a while. I mean, I haven't actually looked at the text, but from what I was gathering, from what I could see, pretty sure we're closed. This literally looks like popcorn. Did you already text it to me? I don't think I saw it or got it yet, anyway. Honestly, I think the. Oh, sorry. I read the Mona Lisa as the moon or something. But that's not what you said. I don't think there is a Picasso one that's called the moon. These almost look like the Cheerios or whatever. I think I heard that from an advertisement of the of from the president about that, and that's just weird to me. Oh, I know this art, this piece. That's a really cool piece. That's actually one of my favorites because I'm like at the time that that was drawn, the original, that one I just didn't think that people had that kind of imagination back then. So I think that's like really cool. And it looks good. It really looks good. Honestly, I probably would draw it that same way because I really don't care when it comes to drawing something for a paper. So you're good. That's pretty good. I'm actually rather impressed, especially for um, doing it for a paper. I don't know. I'm really impressed. That's pretty good. What's the class that you're doing that picture for? Oop, I think I just got a four-leaf clover in there unintentionally. Oh, do you know what I just realized? I might have to do the shading differently. This is starting to look a little bit more weird. It's not going to look like a bush. I think what I should have done, I can't change it now when I have to do this all the way through and through. What I should have done was maybe do a few swirls and little lumps with a couple of four-leaf clovers surrounded on the, like scattered on the bush instead of doing it this way. Because now I need to figure out how to kind of bring them all down. So I can get the shape of the bush the way I want it. That's cool. Do you enjoy that kind of art history? I honestly found that art class when I took it in high school kind of boring, honestly, because I was taking an art class thinking we are going to draw, but nope, we had to do it on history. Like we were doing the history, and I'm like, I don't care about the history of art. It's all the same to me. It's just art. Art is art. I don't care about the history. If I wanted to know about the history, I would totally go and, you know, learn the history, but everyone likes something different, so I honestly don't understand why we have to learn dates on things because it's just pointless to me. Okay, I'm making grid lines on here so that I can kind of try to guide how I do this so that I can get the shading. Honestly, I just realized I might be able to tone down the detail later. So, something about me and my art, a lot of times I'll go into detail when it comes to outlines and pencil and whatever when I just draw it. But as soon as I get color in there, the details kind of fade away and it turns it into its own thing. And so you're left to your own imagination to really pick out, oh, look, this is a four-leaf clover. Oh, look, these are coins. Oh, look, that's a hat. That's the belt part. That's the clover on a cauldron. Like you're then left to your own imagination. So I also just realized that I I don't have to worry too much because all of this will just be technically erased. Oh, multiple choice is the best for tests. It helps. So I think I'm going to just try to outline some of these areas. Oh look, we got a four-leaf clover right there. That's awesome. If only I could do flowers this way. Oh, got another four-leaf. Yeah, this is right. I think this is correct. Yeah, this is the right outline. Perfect. So always remember when, at least when I draw, this is always an experiment. I never do something knowing that this is how it has to be done. I just learn and remember how I did something before, and that if I want to achieve that same technique, I have to do it the same way. But at the same time, I never know going into it how I'm going to have to try to achieve the technique because each art piece is a little bit different and has its own unique style. It may always look the same, sort of, but never the same way, done the same way twice. I gotta figure out how I'm going to distinguish the difference between this cluster and this cluster. So that's the hard part. I think political subject is also a really boring subject, in my opinion. Okay, we got that down. Yeah, I wish I had done this a little bit differently. But for what it is, I think this is good. And later when we get this colored in, it will look the way it's supposed to be done, or supposed to look. I think honestly, the pattern of this, doing these the way I'm doing it now, will help to direct the shapes and the ways that I want to accomplish doing these bushes. That'll work. They're starting to look like popcorn, honestly, to me. And this one kind of looks like a flying saucer, honestly. All right, that outline is done. Let's move on to just filling it all in. I'm gonna lightly shade right here, just so I remember where it is. And I'm gonna shade here as well. Just so I remember when I start coloring it, that is where the edge of the where the outline to distinguish between each clump is. Whew. Doing this part as the time lapse is probably going to be quite satisfying, honestly. There we go. That's done. That's good. Oh my goodness. Oh, this is so time consuming. I actually want to add something onto another social media platform really quick and see if I can get some of my other friends to join me as well. Because I think that'd be a lot of fun. See who else we can get to join the stream. There we go. That's cool. Oh, wow. My connection has just increased. Don't know why or how, but it did. There. Complete with the first or the second bundle. This is so much work. This is so much work. So now we have this bundle here to do. I'm going to have to, I don't think I have to do any defining on here except for making sure this is defined here, because right here are coins which are different from the 4-leaf clovers or the 3-leaf clovers. I think I can manage it. Just gotta remember to draw them all in the shape that I'm wanting for it. There. Everything that all of my shops that I'll probably be posting this to that you can get will be posted, or the links are in the description of this video. I'm pretty sure anyway. Perfect. Ta-da! Did it! I'm done with the last. Oh, I forgot about this bundle right here. Man. Well, I got all 3 of these done. That's pretty good, I guess. I guess not only am I shading it to define the different bushels or whatever, but I'm also doing it for my reference of where I want to color it and different shading, I guess. But now I have to do this one. Oh, which is cool because I can actually erase this. And I can clean up my lines, clean up everything. That looks so much better. Oh my goodness. I just looked over at my recording slash streaming thing and it looks so weird. I don't know. Oh, the things that I do to make good art. Oh. These actually kind of look like the Cheerio things in Lucky Charms. That's pretty good. Let's shade this in right here just a little bit more. Get that defined difference. There we go. Ta-da! That's done. Cool. Man, this is so much work. Why did I do this to myself? So that, believe it or not, if you can see it or not, this is actually Clover's. This bundle, this bundle, this bundle, this bundle. This bundle is going to be the same thing as that, which are coins. Oh man, why did I do this to myself? Oh my goodness. Oh, this is so hard. Can't believe that I did this. Well, let's move on with the goal. I'm going to sharpen this really quick, and then we'll go on to doing the coins. All right, let's get started. So I don't have to really define too much of this. I just have to, well, I might want to make sure that this is defined just a little bit. I feel like this needs to come out and taper off instead of being so round. There we go. This also actually needs to be different because I don't think that a coin pile would be so round. That is if I can pull this off at all. Okay, cool. So I gotta erase that. Right there, perfect. Cool. Moving on to the coins. Really excited actually about this. So what I like to do is, with the coins being circular, I like to move them upward. So even like with the cauldron right here, I drew them up instead of drawing them down, or at least I tried to, and I moved from side to side, if that makes sense. So I want to try to make them a little bit more oval than circular. Is that good? I think I need this to come out just a little bit. Okay, I think that'll work. I think this is the hardest part right here. done with that. Oh my goodness. Oh, there's so many piles here, and it's so difficult to do. Oh boy. I was thinking about doing more details on the clover here, but I don't think I'm going to do that because I'm almost burned out here. We've been going for almost 2 hours now. This has been a lot of work. There's so much stuff on my paper. Oh boy. What have I done? I would totally do a rainbow, but I'm just not. I've already like exhausted my creativity right now for that. Oh my goodness. This is incredible. I can't believe that I achieved this. I think I'm just gonna leave it like that. I am going to color it. I don't know if I should do it on stream, on like live, or if I should just add it into my highlights, which is basically just going to be a video, like a normal video. It just happens to be the same as the stream. I don't know. Because if I can finish this today, then I could have this out by tomorrow, which is St. Patrick's Day. I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do. It was an interesting stream. It's been about 2 hours. I think it's been quite long enough. Probably just call that good. But hey, this is what we have. This is what I've done. This is what we've got. I think this is good. This is good enough to call it done. I don't know if I want to add it. I think I have enough clovers here. I don't know if I should add anything up here. But this is it. This is I guess what I'm going to end with on stream. This is just a lot of work. It's so much detail. Oh man. But I think I did good. And I'm excited to get this out on my Redbubble and my Society 6 shop, even my Teespring. I'm going to hopefully get this on my Teespring. So I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. I'm going to call it good here. I would hope that you guys subscribed if you haven't already to the channel. I'm hoping to do more work on this channel than any of my other channels, but this is one that I think could kick off, honestly, if I'm going to be completely honest. So feel free to subscribe and comment if you haven't already on the stream, or when I make the video, I'll probably, I don't know. This has been a lot of fun, so hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you all later. Bye!